Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the player ratings for Everton to West Ham United 0. Clearly Everton's best performance of the season so far. From pretty much the beginning to end, Everton bossed this game. I think they had 10 shots on target, which is the most we've had this season. And it was just a really good performance. And as a fan going, it's what you expect to see from Everton. You know, every single player on the pitch giving everything they've got. Every single one of them showing desire, heart, winning the personal battles. And once you do that, everything else follows for me. Everything else, you know, skill and goals and creativity, they'll all flow if you've got the heart and desire. And I think that was in abundance today. And I think we showed, especially in the second half, that we weren't afraid to just keep going at them and going at them. And there was the temptation, I suppose, in the last 10 minutes maybe to get a little bit nervous, but we didn't. We just kept on going. We had that belief that we could win the game, and in the end we did. And you know, that's fair play to the players. It's fair play to the manager for making changes that fans have asked for and have been looking for. And it shows sometimes fans, you know, can be right and know what they're talking about. And he did that. You know, he dropped Sigurdsson. Snidland apparently had a little injury, but whatever. Sidibé had to play anyway, and Richarlison went through the middle, and he asked more. And I think we fully deserved it, and that's the level that we've got to play at. And if we play at that level every single week, even if we don't play well, if we put that hard work in, we'll win games, and we will be in. You know, we should get really to the higher end of the table. Because I really do think, you know, I think there's enough talent in this team that if the hard work's there, everything else will follow. So, yeah, just quick. Just a little quick note. The referee, absolutely garbage. And I never mention referees, especially when we lose. But today's referee has to be mentioned. And I'm only really, I would mention him if we haven't won the game, but horrendous. After the couple of decisions he made, horrendous. Absolutely game-changing decisions that he got wrong. Absolutely pathetic. Yeah, which we'll mention more. Jordan Pickford, had a good game. Didn't have a lot to do, but when he did have to do it, he made an absolute huge save. And that come from a corner that should never have been. It was a foul on Sidibé, and he never even touched the ball. And it was the only time they had a set piece where they won the header. Absolutely fantastic save. Yerry Mina got his foot in and got a little knock on it. Now, I don't know whether that took the pace off it or made it harder for the goalkeeper, but stunning save at 1-0. And, you know, if we conceded there, all our good work would have been thrown out the window. So I'll give, even though his kicking was a little bit off today, I will give him a 7.5 for that save. Djibril Sidibé, his first Premier League start, and I thought he was excellent. At times he was a little bit naive, but the way he just wanted to get forward and the energy to get forward and the little 1-2s he was playing, I thought he added something. And the ball he played to Iwobi, where Iwobi should have buried it. Nobody was looking at that pass. Everyone was looking at the pass to go outside. No one was looking through the middle. It was a great pass. And I think what he showed today is what we've been missing from Seamus Coleman. That ability to want to push on, want to go forward, knowing you can get back. I thought he had an excellent game, and I honestly feel like he should be in the side now moving forward, because I just think he just didn't stop all day. You know, listen, he's a fullback defensively a little bit. Not shaky, just what wasn't really there to defend at times, but did all right defending. You know, I thought he looked, for a player who's making his first Premier League start, I thought he looked excellent and looked the calibre he was maybe the season before last, when he got into the French squad and obviously won a medal. I thought he was excellent. And if there was any doubt about him, I thought he got rid of them all today and showed what kind of level he's at. Excellent performance. So I will give him a tough one. I'll give him an 8. Why not? Let's just be generous. Alongside him, Michael Keane, steady game. Did what he had to do. Just got through the game steadily without, just did his job, if that makes sense. Played the passes he needed to play. Didn't make any mistakes. So I'm going to give him a 7.5. I thought it's a good, steady game from Michael Keane without having to go overboard on him. The guy next to him, Yerry Mina, was outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. And you know, if his goal had stood, which it should have stood, he would have got 10. Honestly, he would have got a 10. His performance was absolutely huge. Huge performance today. Set pieces, he was a threat. Defensively, he was absolutely superb. Even at the end, they had a chance late on when it was still 1-0. And he got himself in the way of it. There was another one where Declan Rice got through and he just leaned into him and he couldn't cope with the strength. His passing was good. Everything he did today was excellent, and I'm going to give him a 9. I thought he was just head and shoulders, certainly our best defensive player. And he just gave us that platform at the back that we've been missing. So dominant everywhere. And his goal should have stood. Why they're blown for it, I'll never know. Why not just let the goal go in and let VAR decide whether there's a foul or not? Just shocking refereeing performance again. And that goal there with 10 minutes to go. And he deserved the goal as well. He deserved the goal. He was just brilliant. And the times he's seen stuff ahead of him and he nicked it in front. There was one where I think he made a run, played it wide and went into the box and nearly got it back. He was superb. Absolutely superb. So I'm going to give him a 9. Luca Dean, again, back to form. I'll give him an 8. Back to form, with no surprise because he's with Bernard. Getting crosses into the box, getting up and down, defensively solid. There was one early on the second half, or maybe halfway in the second half, Yarmolenko trying to do all kinds of step overs. He just stood there and watched and then just took the ball off him. I thought defensively he was really good and he was good going forward today. So I will give him an 8. Into midfield, Tom Davies, delighted he played and delighted with his performance. I thought he was solid. I thought he kept everything simple, just nice little passes. And when he got the ball, he tried to play it forward. None of these side passes, or even back passes. He tried to play it forward and get us going, and he did that more times than not. Picked up a yellow card just before half time. I was thinking, I think it was something kicking the ball away. But he had a couple of nicks at their shins in the first half. Second half, really, really good display. Mature display second half. Never got involved in anything, just pressed. And that's what we did really well today. We pressed. He pressed and allowed other players to come back, and then they take the ball off them. Really mature performance. And I'm going to give him an 8 as well. Thought he was excellent today for us, and he can make that his own. And it's no surprise that he's come off the back of 2 under-21s performances in a similar position where he's got man of the match in both of them, and he's carried that on. The lad needs games. I am confident in that lad's ability, but he needs games and he needs to grow into a team. And having someone next to him like Andre Gomez is only going to help him. Andre Gomez was just... I don't know if anyone's... I've just watched the game again, or bits of the game from BT, and they've got Joe Cole in the studio. And before the game, he's saying the game's going to be won in midfield. It's going to be Declan Rice and Mark Noble. Can't understand why you'd have Andre Gomez and Tom Davies in there. They're going to get ruined today, and that's why West Ham are going to win it. Do me a favour. Declan Rice is the most overhyped player I've ever heard in my life. And has Mark Noble ever been good? So I'm giving... Gomez is getting a 9. Him and Mina for me today were absolutely immense. Gomez was just... he just elevated himself today. We've seen a few of these performances like that last season. But he done it again today. Just won everything. Just composed on the ball. Great different passing. He's physical, clever fouls, good in the air. Destroyed them. Men against boys in the middle of the park. Yeah, that's what you could have won, West Ham. So there you go. I thought Gomez was absolutely superb. So lovely little partnership with him and Tom Davies today in the midfield. Much to the annoyance of Joe Cole. Ahead of them, Iwobi, who I thought, again, he's been playing out wide, but he showed flashes of what he could do through the middle of the park, and I thought he played well today. Not everything worked, not everything stuck to him, but energy, loads of energy, trying to drive us forward, trying to break the lines, trying to get past the forward, and that encourages other people then to go with him. If you see a player break, you've got to go with him. And our defence midfield has been so slow and stagnant in the last few games. And that changed today. We had so much more energy in there, and we should have scored. really. Should have capped off his performance with a goal, but he didn't. Great ball by Sidibe, like I said before, and should have capped it off, but good all-round performance, so I'll give him an 8. And just showing what other players need to do in there. We've just been so slow and stagnant. We get the ball forward and then we slow it down and it allows the opposition to get back. Today we didn't do that. We had them so many times today. And that's why we created so many chances now, so many chances on goal, because of the speed we broke at. And one of the parts of that was Bernard as well. He was excellent today. Everton should never play. The team should never play without Bernard. Him and Dean are such an effective partnership. And you've seen for the goal, he didn't stick to the left. It was fluent. He moved inside. Just stayed on side. Maybe he should have took the shot. Didn't, got a little bit lucky, but squeezed it past the goalkeeper. Not our problem. Your goalkeeper's crap. And kept at it all game. Okay, again, another play though. Not everything comes off, but when you're trying to take players on, when you're trying to do something different, some things will come off. And I thought again he was great today. So much heart, so much hunger to work hard and win the game. And again, he scored a goal, and he's got 2 goals. I like scoring against West Ham as well. That's another goal against West Ham, but another goal in the Premier League, which is good. It's what we want. On the other side, Walcott, I thought Walcott had his best Everton game for a long time. Worked hard, linked up well with Sidibe, rattled the crossbar. That would be a great goal. Unlucky not to score, but then on other times took the wrong choice, made the wrong decision. So I'll give him a 7.5. But again, done well, played well. And I thought the link-up play with him again just wants to work hard. Say what you want about Walcott, but wants to work hard. Doesn't always make the right choices. Wants to work hard, and he did that today. And up front, Richarlison showing what an Everton centre forward should be doing. Never give anything up. Never give their defenders a minute's peace. Had the op on toast every time, and he knew it. Forced them into kicking the ball out and long and in places didn't want it. Unlucky. I think he had a goal disallowed, didn't he? But I think it was offside. Did everything but score. So I'm going to give him an 8.5. I thought he showed a real sense of heart, just a real will to win. And that's what you need from these players. Not enough players have been showing that, a desire. And maybe he's been getting frustrated out on the right. Maybe he's wanted to play through the middle. Today he was given that opportunity, and I thought he took it with both hands. Maybe now we've got the players to let him play down the middle. I've been quite reluctant to see him there because I thought he was great on the right. But in the last few weeks, he's looked quite a frustrated figure out there. So the managers probably thought, well, let's get back to basics. I know the players in the front is going to work hard and create opportunities for others. So maybe now is the time to let him do that again while Moise Kean is still finding his feet. I think if Moise Kean can come in and do that kind of performance and that shows what the level you need to be at, what you have to do, how you need to work hard. I thought Richarlison was great today, so I've given him an 8.5. The subs, will Gylfi Sigurdsson come on and scored an absolutely amazing goal. You've seen it straight from the off. He had a half volley that the keeper saved and then took the goal brilliantly. And even in the press afterwards, he was interviewed by BT and he said, everyone looked hungry today. And he was asked about Iwobi and he said, well, give us more energy in there. So again, it's a team game and that'll give the manager decisions. But Sigurdsson's got to up his game. He really has to. And the only way to do that has been given a kick in the arse. But took his goal magnificently. So I'm going to give him a 7.5. Yeah, just brilliant, just brilliant goal. Moise Kean came on, played out on the right. Again, he had to have that work rate, and he did. He pressed, because that was the big thing about the team today, how hard we worked and we pressed. He pressed really hard. And, just give them something to think about. Kept the ball alive. I think even for Sigurdsson's goal, keeps the ball alive on the right. There's more to come from that kid, and he just needs to bed in more. That's easier if you're winning games. So I'll give him 7. And Holgate come on as well. I don't think I can give Holgate a score. He was only on for like 2 minutes, and he only came on because Yerry Mina got a knock, and we just made it 2-0. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Quite high-end scores this week. I thought the team deserved the best performance of the season so far. Let me know. Make sure to check out Baz's video. Make sure to check out my instant match reaction from the Gladys Street. Thanks for watching Toffee TV. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. And if you want more great videos, join us on Patreon. See you later.